The 87 Jag of John Gary will lead him to the green flag. 25 of Toby Wibbito to his outside. The 13 of Jacob Strite. He'll line up in row number 2 with Don Berner. That's John Howard, Jacob Mabbitt, Paul O'Connor, Rick Hughes, Corey Parrott, and Shane Heisen. Your 10 starters here tonight at Arizona Speedway. Green flags in the air. Heat race number 1 is underway. See him go 4 wide there for a little bit, almost 5 wide actually. Paul O'Connor, number 9, John Howard, the 80 of Corey Parrott, and the 7 of Hughes, as they have a duking out for the top spot. Now Bomber Don, the number 14, retired last year, gave it up, but hey, you can't keep a man out of racing for long as he goes side by side with John Gary. Almost made some contacts. We got one car very slow down the front straightaway, and that is the 28 of Jacob Mabbitt. So Toby Wibbito shows the way off of turn number 2 with Rick Hughes right now in that 3rd spot, trying to work over Don Berner. Rick Hughes started this race back in the 8th position, has a fast hot rod with him here tonight at Arizona Speedway in the first heat race of the night. As Berner trying to almost put the chrome horn to the 25 of Wibbito. Rick Hughes now going to try to work over the outside of Don Berner. Looks to the inside of Wibbito's. We got 2 cars spinning. It's Jacob Strite and Paul O'Connor. They made contact off of turn number 2. See if they get it. Cars refired. Right now they are stopped on the racetrack. Does not look like they will refire. So 3 laps are down. Lights go out. Toby Wibbito, Rick Hughes, Don Berner in the top 3. John Gary, Corey Parrott round out the top 5 with John Howard in the 6th spot. Shane Heisen in 7th. Green flags back in the air. Rick Hughes to the outside. Rick Hughes, like I said, started this race back in the 8th position. He has a fast car with him here tonight. Gonna look to the outside of Toby Wibbito to come off of turn number 2. They go side by side, but not for long. Rick Hughes takes over the top spot. Don Berner now in the number 14 goes to the outside of Wibbito. Wibbito and Berner come off side by side. Turn number 4, give that position to Berner as the top side seems to be cooking and booking right now at Arizona Speedway for this first heat race of the night for the Robert Horne Ford Bombers. White flag in the air for Rick Hughes as he leads the field down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Don Berner, though, starting to make up some speed. He's all over the back side of him as they come off of turn number 2. Almost made contact with the back bumper, the old chrome horn, as they call it, as they work their way into turn number 3. Berner up to the top side. Rick Hughes going to protect the bottom. Now here comes Berner down, going to diamond off that corner, make it a drag race. Give it to Hughes, though, at the line over Berner, Wibbito, Gary, and Parrott. So great racing there in the first heat race for the Bombers. We'll see if the other 10 can carry it over here in heat race number 2. On the pole in the 177 is Josh Monday. Jason Knuppel in the 72. He'll line up to his outside. Knuppel, a main event winner a few weeks ago. Kobe Worley in the number 5. He'll line up inside row 3. Tyler DeLong in the 57 to his outside. Matt Guile in the 8UD. We'll start in the 5th position. Rusty Smith out of Marana, Arizona. He'll line up his number 17 machine outside of Guile. Austin Sills, he'll take the 18 to the inside of row number 4 with Megan Raid to the outside of him. Jim Hawk, Alexander Kovalik round out your field and a pair of 16s on the racetrack. Green flags in the air. Jason Knuppel going to get out to the top spot. As John Gary right now could be looking at a penalty here. They're asking him around here if he jumped the start. I think he was clean there. Josh Monday just did not get going there from the top spot.
Where did he start?
So tired along right now all over the backside of Jason Knuppel as they work their way off of turn number 2. So just got word John Gary going to get docked a couple of spots in the 8, or Matt John Gary, excuse me, that's 8UD of Matt Guile, going to get docked 2 spots for jumping the start. So John Gary right now in 3rd is essentially right now running in 5th as the battle is hot and heavy for your race lead. And that is between Jason Knuppel and Tyler DeLong. Tyler DeLong to the outside of Knuppel as Matt Guile looks to his inside. Couldn't quite do anything with him as here comes DeLong now down the inside of Jason Knuppel. They go side by side, Knuppel and DeLong off of turn number 4 with Knuppel hanging on. That number 72 and that's 57 of DeLong. Matt Guile right now running in third, but will be scored in fifth for getting docked a couple of spots on the start, as we have issues with the 16K of Alexander Kovalik. Kovalik does take his car to the infield. His heat race is done. Hope he gets out later on for the main event. So Knuppel and DeLong still playing a little game of cat and mouse right now. So far, Knuppel being the mouse, able to one-up the cat there. DeLong, though, once again going to drop his nose down to the inside. Can't quite do anything with Jason Knuppel. So we'll lead it off of turn number 4 with the white flag coming in the air this time for the driver in the number 72, former track champion out here at Arizona Speedway. Is the 72 of Jason Knuppel, as now he has pressure from Tyler Long. DeLong with a strong run through 1 and 2 that last time by. Knuppel going to try to hang on to it on the top side. Does clear DeLong going into turn number 3. We'll see if DeLong has anything for him here this final corner off of turn number 4. DeLong to the inside. Give it to Knuppel, though, over Tyler DeLong. Josh Monday will come home in a third over the 17 of Rusty Smith. Matt Guile docked 2 spots, so he finished third on track, but will get docked and have a finish of 5th.